I'm gonna go ahead and draw. I'm just gonna go up. Should go up 2. Go up 2 here. I'm not gonna bring him in. I'm just gonna play it. Invitation. Beginning of my turn. Draw 2. And that'll be my turn.
Oh, you're not playing the effect on it?
Well, it's at the. It says at the beginning of turn.
Yeah, you're right, because you already played. Alright, let's see if I can remember this. What do I need? Yeah, let's do that. I'll go +2. And then I guess I'll just draw 1 from here. I'll play this. And I'll play this. Since I add the +2, I don't even feel like bringing out the crystals, but I'll play that. So I'll increase my crystal growth by 2.
You got it.
Would I be able to play this one? Or I don't be able to play it the next turn, no? Or
No,
just...
artifacts come in ready to go. Tip it.
Alright, I'll tip him for 2. That'll be it for me, bro. Back to you.
I go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go 1 here. And here. I'll go up. Well, let me draw 1. Figure out where I want. There.
Who else has been playing with you guys, or just been you and yourself and your buddy?
It's just been me and Chess so far. Me, you, and Chess is the only person I play with outside of learning with Caleb.
Yeah, none of the other guys came through yet.
No, not that I've played with, but I've seen them get on, I think. All right, I'm gonna go up 1 on the blue. Oh yeah, I need to take my 6. For
Damn.
this.
Oh.
For this.
Damn, how many times did you draw?
Just the 2 times. It's for each one. For each one I keep, I gotta pay the 3.
Oh yeah, it is each card you wish to keep. Yeah, you're right.
It's brutal, but it's worth it.
Hey, it works, right?
I'm gonna go 2 more black. I'm gonna go 2 purple. Oh,
Oh, my idiot ass fucked up and I grabbed the wrong color.
Gee.
I meant to grab oranges instead of reds. So I'll just dilute those and grab 2 oranges. I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. I don't have any. I don't have a red deck.
Hit the 1 purple. We'll bring this guy out. I can't meet its cost or the effect, so I'm gonna send it home.
On play, send creature home with a total attack stat of 12 or greater. If you don't send strawberry to your home, oh, to your
So I
home,
don't meet it.
Pierce.
Goes home. He gone. I'm gonna go 1. 1 and 1. Solely, I'm gonna try and target creature from any home to play under my control.
Ew.
And
Oh shit, I fucked that up, huh?
that's all I got. What happened?
Oh, never mind. I was reading something else. You said that's it?
Yes, sir. I'll pass.
Alright, I'm gonna do, let's see. I guess I'll just tip this guy again. Wait, hold on. I gotta decide first before I even do that. I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? I guess I'll just do +2 here, and I'll draw 1 here. Then I'll tip that guy for 2. Hmm. Hold on. I'll play this guy. I'll take the 6 instead of pulling out the 6 crystals from the green. I use the 6, and then I'll take 3 from this guy. Or the 3 orange I gotta pay for him. Sorry. Let me read this again. I read it. On play, gain control of all creatures. Target player controls can be the target of can't be the target of spells, powers, and charms. If the creature leaves play, send all creatures you control. Wait. Oh, if he leaves, send all creatures to home. If this card is in your home, shuffle your home piles. And what else? Hmm. I guess I'll go into this attack. Well, not for him, because he'd be fatigued, right?
Mhm.
So I can only attack with your other creature, so I attack with this one.
Well, I mean, he's not fatigued, but he's like summoning sickness.
Yeah, so he went. Oh, well, on play, does that mean is that just a passive, or would that mean he actually plays the cards when it says on play?
What was the question?
So when the card says on play, does that mean he gets automatically fatigued, even if he has creation sickness,
So
or is on play a
I don't.
passive?
Well, so on play is basically an indicator of when it comes into the realm. So it's a short way. It's an abbreviated way of saying when the card enters into a realm. So if it enters into a realm from exile, from your hand, from a home, that's on play. So it's basically as it's coming into play. And then I don't know what it says after that. What does the card say after that? So on play, and then what does it say?
It says gain control of creatures target player controls. Can't be targeted by spells, powers, and charms. If this creature leaves play, send all creatures you control home. If this card is in your home, shuffle your home into
Yeah.
your piles.
Yeah. So basically, as that comes into play, you're going to gain control of all creatures that target player controls. So on play.
Okay, but I can attack
All
with
right,
As
his
it,
so
I can attack with his creature, but obviously I can't attack with him because you'd have the sickness.
correct. He's still got creation sickness
Yeah, okay, that
unless
makes
he's
sense.
got unless he has quick. But the creatures that you took over, if they don't have creation sickness, if they didn't just come into play this round, um, then yeah, absolutely. If they've been through a full round for him, not for you, but for him, then they can be used to either attack or hunt or use
so
their abilities.
so then it wouldn't be because I just brought him in.
Yeah, so
So
if
doesn't
somebody
make
just
sense.
came in this round, like it hasn't been back to Big Daddy's round, then and you pulled it from him like on your turn, he still has creation sickness until Big Daddy's turn.
Till he passes it back to me. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so then they're both sick at the moment. Um, yeah, that's it from me. Back to you, brother.
I'm gonna do this here. This, and
Guess you might as well use up that incantation to kind of save yourself, because 10 plus 12 is gonna be
yeah.
a lot of damage.
Got those two. I'm gonna go here.
Actually, I wasn't expecting the deck to play like this. I was actually trying to play it a different way.
That's what we call a happy surprise or a happy
Yeah,
mistake.
it was a surprise on my end. I wasn't expecting the deck to play like this.
Yeah, I think in general, there's going to be a lot of events like that because even when there's stuff that's by design, you start to see synergies once you get the cards in your hands. Like a lot of people have the better vision to that than I do. I'll just be real frank. When they're big constructing decks, but like when you get them in your hand, you start to see, oh, I could do this with that because you can't play all the possible scenarios until you get into the game, and then you start to see utility of different pieces, based on the situation.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. Because when I was building the deck, I kind of pictured it a different way. I mean, I knew his abilities, but I kind of pictured the way it was going to play out a little bit different than it actually did.
3 blue. Bring up this incantation. A creature with attack stat of 4 or greater enters play in your realm. Create a token copy of the creature you control. So, one. Bring this guy in. Copy. Send it home. Yeah. 2 here. Solely. Out. Caleb, I got a question.
Go ahead.
If I bring a creature from the home
Yep.
with Soul Weave, so return target creature from your home to play under your control.
Yep.
Does its on play effects trigger or no
Yes.
because I didn't actually play it?
Yeah, it's the on play is entering into your realm. So if you pull it from your home, if you have the home is just a zone, your hand is a zone, you're a zone, your realm is a zone, the exile is a zone. On play is just saying when it comes into your realm. So
So
as it enters your realm, you're gonna have to pay whatever effects, or it triggers whatever triggers it has.
well,
So it's not saying specifically on play from your hand. It's saying on play as in that's abbreviation for as it enters your into your as the card enters into your realm. That's what on play means. Well, and so here's I should say enters into any realm. So if for example you stole a card that has on play from another player and shifted it from their realm to your realm, it's not on play because it's in play basically, and in play is the realms. And so it on play would trigger from your hand, from exile, from home, something like that.
What about if a creature is what if you put like a duplicate a creature to another creature, and the other creature that's already out there has on play? Does that now duplicate card count as on
So
play since it's being summoned?
yeah, so when it generates, it's coming into play into a realm. So basically, it doesn't exist in a realm, and now it does exist in a realm. So that's on play.
like
It's
with the
as it enters into play, basically.
all right, so the Great Discovery, it's when I make a create a token copy of creature you control is another on play situation. If the card has an on play,
Yeah. So if you make a copy of a card, let's just say I don't know, I'll just do an easy one. If a card says on play, send target creature home, okay, and you have something that creates a duplicate of that creature, when that duplicate comes into play into your realm, then you'll be able to every time one comes in, you'll be able to send target creature home.
Okay, so you get like double the amount out of it basically.
yeah.
Well,
But the
you get the first one. I'm saying I'm assuming you have something that. Do you just have a card that just makes it's like copying itself? Is that what it's happening?
so I'm trying to be jank with the Sea Weapers, right? But it says
Okay,
on
yeah,
play send creature home with total attack set of 12 or greater. If you don't, send Sea Weapers to your home. So
yeah.
I have the Great Discovery. It's when a creature with attack stat of 4 or greater enters play in your realm. Create a token copy of creature you control. So
Okay,
what I did was I played it originally. So
yeah,
I played it for the one. I didn't
yeah.
have anything out there. So I sent
Okay,
it home, but I made a token copy when I sent it. before I send it home.
Okay.
Then when I
So
sent it home, I hit it with a soul weave and brought it back out. When I bring it back out, I went to go make another copy of it, but I don't think that's how that's going to work because I guess they're just all going to eat themselves.
yeah, basically, I'd have to look at the sequence because the triggering matters when you as far as the card that's making a copy. Which one is it?
Great discovery.
What color is that? Sorry, I'm
It's blue. It's a 3
okay.
cost blue.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a look at it.
Well, it's a
Not to.
one blue, 2 neutral.
Okay, and it's an incantation. You said.
Yep.
Okay, take a look at that. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have both of these cards up here so I can. Okay. Okay, I got it up here. Love that art. Okay, when a creature with an attack stat of 4 or greater enters play in your realm, create a token copy of a creature you control. Okay, so you bring it in.
You pay the one
And
purple, bring it in.
yeah, you play the one purple, you bring it in. Great Discovery sees it triggers because it sees when a creature with an attack stat of 4 or greater enters play in your realm, create a token copy of a creature you control. So it comes in and then Great Discovery triggers. All right, cool.
So he's got 2.
Now,
Yep.
so now so it triggers, and so that goes up into the stack. The Great Discovery goes up into the stack. Now you're on play uh, from your is it Sea Webbers? Your on play from your Sea Webbers goes up into the stack, right? And
Mhm.
so then uh you're that's the last thing that happens. So then the on play from Sea Weber says, hey, when a creature with an attack stat of 4 or sorry, it says to sacrifice 12 or greater or send it home, right? So then you're like, okay, cool. So then you send that home, right? Okay. Now your great discovery that was still on the stack comes out and it creates the token, right? And now the token enters play. And so when the token enters play, it says uh, basically the requirement's gonna keep being from the Sea Webbers to have you're not gonna have anything to sacrifice to the Sea Webbers because of the way that it's gonna that second token's gonna interplay. But what you bring up here is an interesting thing, and that is that I probably needs to say when a non-token creature with an attack stat of 4 greater enters play in your realm, create a token copy because what's going to happen here is it's just going to keep generating uh, tokens of tokens of tokens of tokens of tokens. So does that make
Yeah, it's
sense? So it's going to be like
unlimited.
it's yeah. So it needs to say I'm going to change it right now. It needs to say when a non-token creature, but even the token though when it comes in, it's going to have an on-play effect, and it's going to be demanding a sacrifice for it, or it's going to go home.
That part makes sense. I get that.
So I'm gonna change this to non-token creature right now. Non-token. That's a because yeah, that would just get into an infinite loop. Which in some ways in control, you could potentially do something with that if there was some card that was like do something based on the number of cards you've creatures that have come into turn this round or something like that, and that's not that's not what the intent is here.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and delete this deck because it's not going to work.
Sorry. But does that does the on play portion make sense to you though? Like how it goes onto the stack. So one creature comes in, it triggers Great Discovery. So that goes the trigger of Great Discovery goes up in the stack. Then as now it's in place, so its own trigger goes, hey, what are you wanting to sacrifice? You don't have it, so you send that home, and then the token of that thing from your Great Discovery then generates that token, and then that new token comes into play with all the same stuff that the non-token thing had when it came to play. So if it was like a destroy thing, like if you brought a creature in that was like 4/4/4 or whatever, 4 something, as long as it had the attack stick, when the first one came into play, it would send a target creature home. Then first Great Discovery would trigger, then your on play effect would trigger, then your other token of that card would come in, and then that token on play would trigger. So you'd basically get a 2/4 on the on plays. So you're looking for cards that, if you're trying to do what you're talking about, that don't require the on play for Sea Webbers is a negative cost thing. So you'd be looking for something that's going to give you a benefit on play.
Right. So I was hoping that the pulling from the home would offset the on play effects,
Yeah,
because I didn't think that it was
entering into
I, di-
realm.
I
Basically.
I didn't know that it
Yeah,
was
and
that way.
it that can be laid out. I mean, it definitely, like uh, you see on Great Discovery, like it just spells it out. It says when a non-token creature with an attack stat of 4 or greater enters play in your realm, like that's what it would have to say. And so I'm shortening it down from enters play in your realm to on play. Um, and that's because some cards they get super wordy, or it's almost a physical requirement for some cards to just abbreviate it down to on play, and then make on play the standard of that is basically when a card enters into a realm. It enters into play basically from anywhere. That's the idea. If we got to spell it out more, we will, but that's the reason, that's the rationale for why it's that way.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I'm putting myself on mute here.
Big Daddy, I was gonna put this next on you, and then I was gonna switch it over. Then I was gonna attack you. I was gonna duplicate big guy on play, take all your creatures, and then attack for these two.
Pretty brutal.
But that's not even
Uh,
the point of my deck. I didn't get any of the cards that I wanted to do for my deck.
I I think everybody's going to have a hard time with Chess's deck. There's just not like I was able to be able to keep up a tad bit when we were playing it wrong last night on my side, when I was able to bring out the 12 guys, and I was able to like swing with one or two of them, but then he was able to get his help up to like 40 uh, the next turn, or he'd get it up to like 60, and
Well, here that
he was
doesn't
winning the
matter.
game.
That doesn't matter with my deck. This is what I'm trying to do. Here, I'll show you real quick. So I'm gonna use that, right? Which I have a couple of. Well, let me read. Let me read. On play searcher. I have this one just in case I can't find it because I have a bunch in there. I think it's in here. I'll show you the cards that I'm gonna use. But it's gonna be quick. I'm trying to figure out how quicker I can make it.